Maxis Ikhlas adalah sebuah program komuniti utama Maxis yang mengarusperdanakan pembelajaran digital untuk semua pelajar Malaysia. Inisiatif pembelajaran digital selepas sekolah ini membawa penggayaan pembelajaran dengan cara yang menyeronokkan dan ceria bagi pelajar yang mendaftar di portal Maxis Ikhlas dari 5 hingga 11 Oktober 2020. Anda berpeluang untuk mengakses nota-nota hebat dalam exam secara eksklusif hanya di portal Maxis E-Class.
Hi everyone, my name is Teacher Umar. The PT3 exams are coming up real soon, real soon. Are you prepared for it? We are going to be hebat dalam exam, #hebat dalam exam, together in this series of Maxis E-Class tutorial videos. Kalau nak tahu, ikhlas lah. Alright, today we are going to look at the essay section in PT3. We're going to look at 1, the exam format, and 2, we're going to provide you tips on how to answer this section. Now, the essay exam format. Now, paper 2, the writing, consists of 2 parts in the latest PT3 format. Part 1 is the short communicative message, which gives you only 1 question. The suggested duration amount of time you want to spend on this question is around 25 minutes. And the marks you get from this question, at tops, you'll get 20 marks. Wait, 20 marks? 20 marks. Part 2 is notes expansion, which gives you also 1 question. So there's not really any way to go about it. You'll have to face the question head on. Now, the suggested duration amount of time you want to spend on this question is around 35 minutes, and it'll give you also 20 marks. Now we're going to give you the tips on how to answer this section, the short communicative message. Now, first, go straight to the point. Don't dilly-dally, do not start your answer with a long greeting. My fellow countrymen, a short one is sufficient. Make it as natural as possible, as though you're having a conversation. A formal one, but still a conversation. Tip number 2, mention the pros and cons of your choice. By mentioning the pros of your choice and the cons of the one you did not choose, you have more material to work with to elaborate further. Tip number 3, keep your ending short and sweet, because no one wants a lengthy ending. You want to keep it tight. Tip number 4, always check for spelling errors or grammatical mistakes. You'll find this tip quite often because that can cost you your marks. Now, even more tips. So, tips on how to answer this section, which is notes expansion. Tip number 1, you will be given a visual display with short notes. In composition writing, there are 3 areas you want to focus on: the introduction, the body of the paragraph, and the conclusion. Tip number 2, now read through the instructions carefully and identify the format. You want to make sure your answer is according to the question's requirement, because if you don't, no matter how much you write, you won't get the marks you need. Tip number 3, use guide words. What are guide words? Guide words are such as who, when, what, where, how, why. Tip number 4, body paragraph. May consist of 2 to 3 paragraphs, depending on your stylistic or how you divide your points. You may use adjectives, phrasal verbs, and any other way for you to make sure your paragraphs are nicely separated so that your points get across clearly. That also means visually and comprehensively. Tip number 5, always use sequence connectors. Besides that, on top of that, furthermore, and other words you may know. Tip number 6, conclusions. State your feelings, consequences of actions and or choice, or perhaps if you know, moral values. Tip number 7, always recheck your writing for any spelling errors and or grammatical mistakes. You know why? Because they could cost you marks. Then, real exam questions. So you'll see on this side of the screen an actual exam question that has been given out in the past. We would like you to try this question. So you receive an invitation card from your friend for his 15th birthday. Unfortunately, you have to decline the invitation as you already have other plans. Oh no! In about 80 words, write a message to your friend explaining why you may not be able to come. And so, I would like for you to try this question first before going forward. We will provide you a model answer in which you can ideally compare your answer to, but this only works best if you've actually written your answer. So take a moment to do so. And now for the model answer. 3, 2, 1, boom, model answer. There you go. So a model answer could be, Dear Janet, thank you so much for your invitation, but unfortunately, I'm unable to attend your birthday party. Coincidentally, my brother's birthday falls on the same day. Who would have thought? And you can continue on from there. To come to the end of our video, check out all our other videos in the Maxis E-Class Hebat Dalam Exam series with exam tips, revision notes, and past year questions. You can find all this in the E-Class portal. So, log in every day to excel in your exams. Get your friends to register and log into eclass.com.my. That's eclass.com.my too. Now, and always, kalau nak tahu, ikhlas lah.